Hello, it's time for a December tutorial. This is Dara from Tat Attack. I just wanted to show you some basic flowers. I want to show you how you can go from a basic flower to a really intricate flower or butterfly quickly. We're going to do the flower today. Alright, let's start with your basic flower here. So you want to start with the inside of the flower first. And I like to start with a spiral, so I start with a dot and then wrap around into a spiral. And don't worry if you are not perfect on your first try. You'll do a good job after much practice. Now going around that spiral, we're going to do an M shape all the way around. Once again, you'll get better and better as you go along about making your petals look good. But I'm going to show you a trick that even if your petals don't look good right now, I'm going to show you a trick that you can do to cover up the flaws. Okay, and this trick is wrap around an extra layer, a thick layer, around the petals like so. Doing so will mask any kind of flaw in the petal size. There you go. It will also make your petals pop a little bit more too with that contrasted color. Let's go around with some more petals. These ones are going to be slightly larger because they're on the outer rim. So let's make these M's a little bit larger like so. And just wrap around. Now I'm just doing basic henna right now for those of you who need a little practice or get a little bit nervous about pulling out a cone and practicing. I hope that you pull out your cones and practice with me. The more you practice, the better you'll get, as with any art. I'm going to go around here once again, just to really make those lines pop. Gives it like those bold lines an extra oomph, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Now we're going to do a different type of petal going around. We're not going to use the M. We're going to use one, and can I tell you that you can actually do a number of different petals going around. Let me show you a couple that you could do. You could do a larger M. You could do like a pointed petal, like so. You could do a heart shape, which kind of goes like this, but it doesn't usually close at the end because where you see those M's around those petals, it usually looks something like this. Or another idea is what we'll be doing, so I don't need to show you it. Let me just wipe these off so I don't get myself all hennaed up. Okay, the one I'm going to do is going to have a big belly and come in and big belly again. Okay, you can get good at this with practice. I promise. There was a day that I could not figure out how to do this, but I had to watch and learn, and I had to practice, and that's how I'm able to do it fairly quickly now. And quickness is not your goal. You're not trying to be quick right now. You just want to practice the basics so that you feel comfortable. And then once you feel comfortable with something, quickness will come. Okay, make another one right here. Okay. Okay, and there we go. We have that nice little belly petal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some inner parts of the petal. I want to kind of make it look as though it's folding in per se, and so how I'm going to do that is I'm going to pull this. It's almost like a question mark and a backwards question mark. Let me do one up here for you to see. So it comes in from here and then pulls out. Do you see how it kind of looks like it could be a question mark? And then pulls out like so. Okay? It comes in from here, like so, like a hook. If you have a better name of it for it, then post it in a comment below. By the way, I wanted to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel, and if you haven't, guess what I'm about to say, then you can right about now. It'd be great. I'm going to turn this just for your better viewing pleasure. I think you can see it better if it's like that. Okay, so it has out, in, hook. Okay, now let's do a little something else to these petals. Let's just add some lines, and not huge lines, like some thin lines, just to give it some kind of depth here. Okay. Okay, let's see what your best view is. All right, I'm liking those now. I want some thickness around these as well. I'm going to go really thick and then pull it in thin. Really thick and pulling it thin at the top. And that's what I'm going to do all the way around these belly petals. I like to call them belly petals. Really thick and then thinner at the top. I'm using my cone here. Now, is henna difficult to do? I'd say it is if you don't practice. And there's constantly places where you can learn. There's great groups on Facebook. And now, as you can see, these bold lines. Now, if you wanted this to be a simple design, you could just do some petals with a small inner and not do anything on the inside of the petal. You could have make this very basic or very intricate. So now what I want to do is I just want to add some leaves to it, and I'm going to show you a quick way that I make leaves. And you want the shape of your leaf here, and then maybe another one here. And then I'm going to maybe put one more right here. Okay. Right now it might look odd, but we're going to add some things to pull that together. Now this will be the inside part of that leaf, that base part of those, I don't know the names of all the different parts of the leaf, but that inner part, if you know the name, you can comment it below. That would be helpful to me. I should know the name of it since I do these quite often. Okay, we're going to take that M shape that we did and we're going to do it around the leaf. So we're going to pull down, thicker in the top than on the bottom. And this is really going to veins, make these veins pop out. Veins is the word I was looking for. Look at that. It's an easy way to make it. shape. Okay, if you're having any trouble with henna in any way and you think that I might be able to help you answer a question, then please post what you would like to see in these tutorials in the comments below, and I'll do the best I can to post a video for you. Okay, now we have the leaves finished. Let's add some little extras here. I'm going to add a swirl, and next to it, a squiggly thing with a little leaf at the end. And I might go over that just one more time. Get it a little bit thicker. Now my lines are really thick in this flower, so I want all these lines to kind of match it as well. Let's see what goes over here. Nice swirl. Maybe another leaf here. Go through. And another swirl. Okay, there's one more spot here that I like to add a little something to. And I'm going to do some kind of like teardrops here. Swirl here. Okay, and there we have it. That's the completed flower that could be very basic if you leave it all open and don't add any extras to it, or you can even add even more details to it and keep on going and going and going. One way to fix your lines, like let's say if your leaves look a little ragged and they don't look very straight and you don't like the lines, then you can add dots all the way around. That's something that you can add to anything that makes it look nice. I showed you how you can add swirls and things coming out to just give it a little bit more flavor and composition. And you could also, you know, do something different all the way around. So you could also even take that M shape that I showed you and wrap that around your leaf. You really could keep going and going and going. Just have fun and practice a lot of those simple designs and you will be good. Remember, post any questions you have down below and subscribe.